It's his first time here with us at your comedy club. That's what I want right now. Get that going. Get that going. I want you guys to show him all your love. Make him feel welcome. Maxwell, Grape!
Alright, so everyone having a good time?
Yeah!
You better be. Okay, so I was reading the newspaper the other day, and because sometimes I kick it old school, and I came across two articles that were right next to each other. These are real. One was 3-year-old accidentally ingests grandma's cocaine, and teenager rapes grandma. I'm like, what is wrong with the world? Like, this is crazy. So, and why are they picking on grandmas? Like, you have your sports section, business, corrupt and violated grandmas. Oh, this is new. And so, I'm just thinking, how did this happen? Why did this happen? And then I realized, Grandma, if you let your 3-year-old accidentally take cocaine, he's gonna grow up to rape you. Because Grandma, I was already hyped up on sugar, and now you gave me cocaine. I have no choice but to rape you now. It's like the world has really become messed up. But you know what? I'm gonna stay positive. You have to be positive, because my mom always used to give me these self-esteem books growing up, but it didn't work, because when you know somebody constantly thinks you need help, it doesn't work. So it doesn't do much for your self-esteem. So I just became my own psychologist. I was poor, it was cheaper. But you know what, I'm gonna stay positive, you know, I'm gonna stay positive, because, I mean, you know, it really works, you know, it works. Wait, so where was I? Oh yeah, so the world's a fucked up place. Have you been into Starbucks lately? It's a attack of the hipster clones in there. And I mean, I can't really talk because I sometimes consider myself a hipster. But in order, I mean, you become a hipster to become individual and different. But there's so many of us now that we've, you know, become clones in our own protest against the clones. And it's weird. And I mean, they're everywhere in there. I mean, in Starbucks, they're behind the counter, they're the ones being served. And it's sick because one guy will have bright green hair, one guy will have bright pink hair, and it's like R2-D2 in Star Wars, where he's white and at some point you see the red R2-D2. So we're all clones, and so, yeah, and they're just miserable. They're like, yeah, can I get a Frappuccino, man? Okay, 1 Frappuccino. Can I get your name, sir? Actually, I'm afraid of ID theft. Can I just get a Frappuccino, man? Okay, 1 Frappuccino I just want a Frappuccino, man. I mean, at some point, they might as well just be like, oh, can I just drink this for you too? Because I mean, what does it matter at this point? We're all the like clones are going to be connected at some point anyway. So they might as well just be like, oh, yeah, I'll drink this for you. For an extra tip, I can just drink this for you. I'm trying to save up for a flux capacitor for my left lung's mainframe. I mean, we've just become robots in these franchises. And so, but you know what? I'm gonna stay positive. You have to stay positive. Because, I mean, I know. Does anyone just want to Mayim her Bialik? You know, Mila her Kunis? Hannah that Montana? I mean, these names just lend themselves to this kind of thing. She can carry my Underwood. Because, you know, it's positive to objectify women, you know. So, you know, I'm an escaped Mormon.
You're here?
If you couldn't tell. But the best thing about this is I don't have to come up with anything funny, I just tell my life story. It all started in the 1970s when my mom was obsessed with the Osmonds, the band with Donnie Marie.
Oh.
And not so charming when So it was famous that they were Mormon, and so when Mormon missionaries came over their house, you know, they're all flirting with them, taking pictures with them on their lap, you know, because this is what recruiters for a cult need, is charisma, and it worked. Because this is why I was robbed of every Wednesday night and Sunday of my childhood. And this is actually the only thing me and Michael Jackson have in common, is we were both robbed of our childhood because of pop stardom. And so, you know you're in a cult when the bishop calls you into his office. The bishop is like a priest. They just switched all the Christian terminology around to become a cult. And so I'm in the bishop's office at 10 years old as to why I'm not paying my tithing. You have to pay 10% of everything you earn starting from the womb. And, you know, so they're just like, yeah, Maxwell, you know, we need 10% of that paper route, buddy, because we're trying to run a multi-billion-dollar nonprofit organization here. And so I'm like, I'll pay it when I'm older and have a real job? No, little minion, you will pay it now! And so, it's just, you know, but you know, you gotta stay positive. I'm gonna stay positive. Because, so, at 14 is when I escaped. Well, I started to escape. My parents would hand me the phone with that dead-eyed cult stare. They're calling again, they want you back. Fine, I'll be there next Sunday, I promise. Next week. I'll be there next Sunday, I promise. And this went on for months, and so at 24, I finally moved to New York. So it takes about a decade to escape a cult. But you know what, I'm gonna look on the bright side, gotta be positive, gotta stay positive. Because if I look on the bright side, they only raped me twice. Good night.